Today's Thursday, it's the 5th of December, it's 2024.
And it's quite hot.
This is a lovely sunny day. We're in Magaluf, and just want to say happy birthday to Sarah.
Happy birthday, Sarah. Have a lovely day.
Hope you're enjoying your course at university. And a hi to Laura and Pauline, who've been watching the videos, always enjoy them, and asked me to say hi, so here we go. If you're writing to me on Instagram, I'm not sure, I'm not very good at using that, so I do apologise if I've not replied to you, because it's not really my thing, but I do try and post the occasional picture. Anyway, we're just heading into Magaluf on this December morning.
Look. Chicken.
Just hang on a second. Just see some of the wildlife here. We're in a park, we just walked through a park. There's an adult park there, and there's a chicken having a little wander across.
Why did the chicken cross the park?
We do have a lot of wild chickens here on the island, and Magaluf's one of the places they seem to thrive, particularly near to pirates. Did think of starting there, but in the end we just parked up next to the Martinique Hotel. The weather forecast today actually said it was going to be cloudy all morning, with possibility of it brightening up a little bit this afternoon, but still sun and cloud this afternoon. Well, there's hardly a cloud in that beautiful blue sky up there, and it's looking a really, really nice day.
Sam, last week we were in frosty Stoke.
If you go to the right here, you go up to the Dreams Calvia Mallorca Hotel, the Melia Calvia Beach Hotel, and the Sol Barbados Hotel are up there. But we're going to go down actually into Magaluf and go and have a look. I'm not sure we can actually get to the beach at this end. The promenade is being dug up, and should be looking really smart for you next season if you're coming to Magaluf. And they started at this end, so one would assume, I suppose, that they would finish at this end first. Well, I'm not sure whether that's true or not. We'll have a look, see if we can get to the beach and see if we can actually see any progress. It's been more than a week because we've been away to England and into the next week, so it's over a week since we've been here. So I'm assuming there will be some progress. Across the road we've got Nicky Beach over there. That just gets boarded up for the winter time. Has a very short season indeed, and have to make a lot of money in a very short space of time to make it pay for itself. So this is the far end of Magaluf for us, really. There's the piano bar, and just before we cross over the road, we'll cross over here just to see the burger bar there, Catlet. A few guys in there, and it's one of the few places that stays open all through the season. So should we cross over? Yeah, we'll cross over. Doesn't look as though we can get through by the Nicky Beach area. Somebody's come through that way. You never know. It says 750 metres to the beach that way. So what's happening this way? Well, this is what's happening here, look. They're digging trenches, and there's still some heavy machinery on the other side there. There's a fence that closes off the path there. Actually, this path was always a little bit of a mess, so hopefully when they've finished it, it'll all get tidied up and it'll look really good. This is the piano bar. Many people ask me to video the piano bar, so there you go. Not looking its best at the moment, it's all closed up for the winter, and Britannia Cross there. Las Palmeras. It's Thursday today, so it's our trip to Majorca to see the grandchildren later on. See if we can get down to the beach here. I think last time we could only get as far as having a look to see what was happening. It looks as though that's the same today. It's fenced off. At least we might be able to get a little bit of a picture of what sort of progress they're making. So the idea is to do all of the promenade, because it was looking a bit like this with lots of broken flagstones. So this is another area that needs to be done. I'm not sure if it's on the plan for this year, but it certainly needs to be done. So you get to the end here and you would normally be arriving at the promenade, but it's totally fenced off here.
Don't see many workers.
No, it's what day is it today? It's a Thursday. Tomorrow is a public holiday, but so actually they started laying concrete, so that's a good sign that good progress is being made. I'm just going to be a bit cheeky and go onto this this patio here. There is a fence here, but I think I can safely get around the edge just so that we can have a look. So, not really supposed to do this, but there you go. Actually somebody on the water there. It's very calm, hardly a breeze, and the sea is absolutely flat. There's a paddleboarder out there. It allows us to have a better look along the promenade, and you see this is going to be the promenade here, which is where it was before, and on the other side they're planning to put in some sand dunes, so the palm trees, hopefully they'll survive all of this, and we'll have some sand dunes, parky type area. I'm really curious to see how it turns out. Sorry?
Go for a swim.
Could have gone for a swim today. She's even got a parasol out. Shall we head round and see if we can get to the beach a bit further down? This is the Ancla Verde. And the Titanic, that's one of the places used to enjoy during lockdown, or just after lockdown, and one of the few places that had opened up, and we used to go in there, have some tapas and a beer maybe. I've just seen a sign up there, and it's got some football shirts. One of them's got a Barcelona and there's a Real Mallorca. Well, we went to the match the other night. Night to remember? Well, maybe a night to forget. Didn't start off too well because we went down to a sloppy defensive error in the 12th minute, and Barcelona took the lead. But in the first half we carried on fighting back. The defence was doing well, and Mariki scored a great header, and that put us even at half time. So I think as half time came, we thought, well, if it stays like that, we've done a good job. Unfortunately, Barcelona had other ideas, and they came out and relentlessly attacked and attacked, and that paid off.
Defeated.
In fact, it paid off 4 times. They scored 4 more goals, and so at the end it ended up 5-1. I don't think the way we played we deserved 5-1. I mean, we deserved to lose, that's for sure. We didn't. There's no way we could have beaten a team like Barcelona on that night. But I think 5-1 doesn't actually reflect how well they played in parts of the game. So
they fought.
They did. So this one will take us down to the beach, but that too is looking a little bit closed off. There was a walkway through there. It has spotted a shop that's open with 50% off. I'm going to see if I can get down to the beach that way. Do you want to carry on walking?
I'll have a look in here. Yeah, carry on walking.
That's the hotel inside, which has got the elevated swimming pool, which has got water in. It's part of the Melia group. And sad news there is that Gabriel Escalar, the founder of Melia, sadly died recently, and he was a good age. And certainly put Mallorca on the map as far as hotels concerned, one of the biggest hotel groups on the island and around the world. I think they've taken a long weekend. Because I haven't seen any workmen here at all. What time is it? 11:30. Not quite 11:30. This is Tom Brown's. They've done a... Oh, I can get through to the beach. Tom Brown's have done a great job. They said they were going to be open at the beginning of the season, and they were. And they said they were going to be open at the end of the season, despite all of this starting way too early. It started before the season finished, so it started in October. And well, this is what it's looking like in that direction. And here we can see what infrastructure's been put in now. So this is like a road for the... oh, there is a digger or something down there doing something, so... one man all on his own. So yes, today is the 5th. Tomorrow, the 6th of December, is a holiday. It's a public holiday. Like I'm on the beach. And there's people with their swimming gear on the beach here. Probably been in for a dip, and it is actually very warm. I'm sure many people would be tempted to go for a swim. The thing that always bothers me is when I come out and I feel cold. I don't think the sea will be that cold. And I think it might. Yesterday was quite cool, but I think today it's going to creep up to 17, 18, maybe even a little bit more in the day, 17, 18 degrees Celsius. As you can see, there's no beds, no lifeguard. So if you do go for a swim, it's at your own risk, as it were. It's the Daiquiri Palace. A lot of steel there to go in the concrete to reinforce it. It's all getting prepared. And of the hotels, there's not many open here in Magaluf. One on the end there, which is the Elba Sunset, that is open through the winter. So if you fancy a trip to Mallorca, and you want to come to Magaluf, that's where you can come. Maybe another hotel or two open, but they'll be for the Inmerso, the Spanish. While I'm talking about hotels, I should mention the fact that on Monday the new system started where they have to record a lot more details about you. There's something like 40 different items of information they have to record about you before you can check into a hotel. And certainly on Monday it caused a little bit of chaos. This is throughout Spain, it's not just in Mallorca. And look what I'm running into.
A photo on the beach.
Alright, I'll tell you more about the hotels in a moment. So, back to the hotels. The law which requires the hotels to register all of this information isn't a new law. It's been around for 2 or 3 years now. And it's only that it became mandatory on Monday for them to enter the data. And there's big fines if they don't. It's going to cost them a lot of money if they don't do it, or they do it wrong. If they make a mistake, there are big fines. I mean thousands upon thousands of euros. Anyway, it all came into operation, and there's an app or something that they have to enter this data into. And well, Monday, all the hotels are trying to do it, and the whole system crashed, and so it wasn't working. Heard nothing else since, whether they've managed to fix that or whether it's what they're going to do. The hotels are still not happy about it. They are worried that they're dealing with clients' data and it may not be secure. Much of the data is just normal data that would be collected anyway. When they take your passport, they take your name, they take your date of birth, your passport number, where you're from. What they don't take is your full address, or what they didn't take was that your full address, and perhaps more frighteningly is your bank details. You would have given them at some point when you paid for the hotel, but those normally disappear, and now they're not going to disappear. They're going to be kept and stored somewhere on a computer somewhere for up to 3 years. And so that's one of the big worries, is this data about your home address and your financial details are going to be kept and stored, and just a concern of how secure all of that is. If you're hiring a car, there is even more data. And some of the hotels are saying that actually collecting this data for each client can take up to 15 minutes. You think if there's a whole family of 4 of you arriving at a hotel, every one of you has to, even the children have to have the data collected. So it's not just the adults, it's the children as well. And one of the things that is concerning the hotels is that children under 14, their data is going to be kept and stored, and that actually doesn't coincide, doesn't run smoothly with European laws, which protect children even more than adults. So, well, it's going to be an ongoing thing. We haven't had any experience of it yet. I'm speaking to our friends who went to Madrid last weekend, and they just missed out, but they didn't have to have their details collected in that way. So I haven't actually spoken to anybody yet who has checked in to see if it does make any difference. On the on the other side of it, it's being done for security, and one of the things that they say they're going to achieve from this is to make the country that little bit more secure. And already, before it was actually introduced, they are reporting that 1,800 people had been traced. They're not necessarily criminals, but people the police wanted to contact for various reasons. So it might be that they were required to be a witness at something, or they were called to go to court for some evidence, whatever. and also some criminals as well. And I suppose if that is achieved, then it's one goal that we should all applaud. Time will tell. Just at the bottom of the Magaluf strip there, and the cleaners are in there. Refuse collectors, I think. Oh no, they're cleaning. Look like they're cleaning the drains, which is good. As we get closer and closer to Christmas, there's more and more events going on, and we'll see if we can attend some of them. We won't need to go to some of the fairs that are coming and some of the markets. Oh, I think I've totally lost Anita. Where is she gone? To wait for her. Just by the Magaluf Square, there's BCM, that's the back of BCM, and this is the Plaza Emporium. I'm just going to head around here, continue our walk. We're not going to go up the strip.
I don't even know if Leo's is open.
He did say he was going to have a break for Christmas, but I wasn't sure when. We had our flu injections this week. On Tuesday, it's now Thursday, and the nurse did say if there was any discomfort, told us what to do. Well, neither of us have had any after effects at all, really.
No, bit of an aching arm.
And that's my first ever flu injection.
Well, don't you dare get the flu now.
We were offered another booster for the COVID, but I declined that actually. The last COVID one I felt quite ill, and I know I've definitely been exposed to COVID because Anita had COVID, and she wasn't seriously ill, she just felt a little bit off colour for a day or two, and I've obviously been exposed.
Joyce was telling us that they went. Oh, Joyce, wasn't she?
Oh, Joyce was on a cruise. She went on a cruise. She was talking to a friend, and she was on a cruise, and she got COVID in the middle of that, so she got locked up, as it were. Couldn't leave her cabin. Fortunately, she did have a balcony, so she could sit out. But, I don't know if she was actually diagnosed with COVID, but she was definitely ill.
Humpy lady.
Just coming up to the upside down Kathmandu house. I've put a long sleeve shirt and a jumper on. Now thinking, I'm not sure what I should have done, but maybe not the long sleeve shirt or the jumper. Anyway, I will survive. It is cool when you get into the shade there. We got time for a coffee?
I think so.
Always time
Leo's
for coffee.
Open.
Oh, yeah, look, here's the Kathmandu sign. Somebody posted it on Facebook this morning. They're closed until the 3rd of April 2025. Normal service will be resumed. Doesn't look very busy. coffee at Leo's. Well, the coffee's arrived, and always good here in Leo's. Then they're telling me that they're open until the 20th of December, and then they're going to close for 3 weeks, have a bit of a Christmas break, which I'm sure is very well deserved, and then they'll be back open on the 10th of January. So we'll be back.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. Happy Thursday.
Well, always a nice coffee there at Leo's, and always made very welcome. We'll carry on with our walk now. Anita wants to go into Teddy. And always find something in there that we didn't know we wanted.
You got that bulb with you?
I have. The other bar that we do like to go to here is this one on the right here, which is actually like an ice cream parlour, but they do serve a fantastic bocadillo, Pepito de Lomo.
As good as the one we're going to have today?
Well, I don't know. We have a Pepito de Lomo in Magaluf, and they're always fantastic. So. And Teddy's along here. One of our favourite little shops, I think, in Magaluf. They have lots of crafty things. And lots and lots of Christmas decorations, of course, at this time of the year. At incredibly low prices, some of the things.
Oh, this lovely wall.
Well, that's quite unusual. We've come out without buying anything. And one thing we were looking for was a light bulb. Oh, there's so many different types of light bulb nowadays, and well, they've got some light bulbs, but
they're supposed to last forever, and they don't.
One which had got the different fittings, so we'll keep searching. Another very popular bar. We've not used that one yet. And then across the road there we've got Aldi, nice big supermarket, and generally good value. Across the road from the Aldi supermarket there's a sports stadium there. Lots of facilities actually on both sides of the road. There's even more further on, the big running track. This is the golf, Expedition Golf. Ollie and I went there. I think he beat me. It was an incredibly hot summer's day. Did I indeed.
Did one of our Voices Around the World songs in there.
What's that?
Yeah, we recorded one.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
You weren't there.
That's why I don't remember it. Magaluf karting. Karting's quite a big thing over here. We've got the go-kart track here in Magaluf, and we've got a racetrack on the road to the Mayor, and we have champion karters. Is that the right word? I'm not sure. Go-karters here in Mallorca, and recently an ex-pupil of mine, Luna Fletcher, has been winning races in Dubai for the Mercedes team. She's now part of the Mercedes team, and will hopefully progress through from karting to the bigger cars. Quite a racing family. They're all involved in racing of one sort or another, and it's always nice to see how pupils progress.
Angels trumpets.
We're just walking back into Magaluf now. Today's Thursday, and that means it's market day here in Magaluf.
Yes, that's why we came. How's the market?
We forgot about it. Well, the market was originally in a car park at the top of this road, and wasn't really very successful. And it's moved to the bottom of the road. Still not very successful. It looks like we've got 2 stalls here today. We'll go over and have a look, but I was concerned right at the beginning that Magaluf just hasn't got the population to keep a market going. So we've got the chicken stall.
We don't need one today.
Sadly we don't need the chicken, and the one next to it I think is the fruit and veg. We don't need that either. So.
Bread.
Oh, bread. That's not particularly on my diet. I'm just noticing all the tables and chairs are out here. And it looks very clean, so maybe they're opening later on. Which sounds good. Yeah, so the markets, the Calvia is trying to promote a market a day. Every day there's a market somewhere. Thursday is the turn of Magaluf. Sunday there's one in Promenade, and that's a little bit more successful because there's much more of a residential area in Promenade. It's very close to Son Caliu as well, and so we've got people who will call in. It's in a busy car park where there's a busy cafe. So I think that one is a bit more successful. And to go down and have a look on a Sunday to see exactly how successful. There's BCM, I forgot to mention, they're all closed up. They sometimes open for the Christmas period, or at least for New Year. I don't know if they're doing that this year. And that's the Samos Hotel, which I think is open. So lots of cars in there. But possibly not open actually. No. Samos has been one that has stayed open during the winter period, but I don't blame them for having a break. It's one of the few places to be open. This is the JB Bar Restaurant. Most other places along here will be closed up. Doing the promenade along the front, but the pavement here is very uneven. I'm certainly having to watch my step. You can see here just where the trees are. It's a problem with the roots really. The roots are just lifting the flagstones, cracking them, breaking them, just making it generally uneven. Sinkies, well, they're off on their holidays to the new year, so we'll be back. This is the Benny Hills. Huge terrace they have here.
20 degrees on there.
And it feels like 20 degrees, it really does. Sitting in Tom Brown's and he just said, shall we go for a swim? Oh, forgot my swimming trunks and towel. Another day, dear.
What?
Swim.
Tomorrow we said, no?
Tomorrow.
Only if it's 20 degrees.
Well, it definitely says 20 degrees on that thermometer.
It's got the time wrong.
The time's wrong. Does that mean the temperature's wrong? Possibly. Chairs out there at Coco Bongos as well. Now it says 21 degrees. The temperature's going up. Jokers. The trees are gradually losing their leaves. It's slowly but surely.
Nice temperature for walking, isn't it?
It's just right. I just need a layer of clothes removing. And we're almost back now to where we started. We're back to the piano bar, Britannia and the roundabout.
Take my scarf off.
Even Anita's getting too warm now. And Las Palmeras.
Tangled up.
Tent over there in Guadalupe.
I didn't realise there was a tent in Magaluf. Walk along here.
Yeah. There we go. That's the Catlet bar. A little oasis here in Magaluf.
Cannabis shop.
We watched the documentary last night of the Howard Marks, Mr. Nice, who used to live on the island. Amazing what he got away with, and the fortune that he made, and spent so little time in prison. So I
lived the life of luxury, he did.
Said to Anita, I think it just sends the wrong message when someone can make so much money and serve so little time.
Yeah. And then he enjoyed all his money, had all these lovely houses, and
obviously a really bright man, but put his intelligence to the wrong use.
yeah. And thought he was totally in the right as well, from what he was saying, didn't he?
I think even the documentary seemed to be suggesting that he was in the right by saying that now it would, in that particular state, it said it was legal. It's actually not quite true. I think personal use might be legal, but shipping tons and tons and tons of it certainly isn't legal. So I think the BBC were not quite telling the truth, which seems to be getting them in a lot of trouble just lately.
One of the men was saying one of the worst things that happened to him was meeting Howard Marks.
Yeah, I mean, we did know of him, I think, after the events.
Where his children went to school.
I don't think they ever went to our schools. I don't remember. We had other villains, but I don't think he was one of them. So we're back to the park, and I'll just show you all the lovely exercise machines, which
you haven't got time to go on.
Still haven't got time. There's plenty of them here. I mean, we've got gyms on our doorstep. I saw a lady this morning using this one.
It was really good.
And
you want to go on it?
I think that is actually something I need to be able to do, because my shoulders do start to ache.
Oh, look, this one.
This one, actually. She was just whipping it round.
And backwards. Yeah.
Nothing strenuous, but good exercise.
Lots of nice machines to go on here. Oh, and lots of chickens as well. We need to come back here.
Yeah, this is quite a nice little park. There's lots of different things here.
Hello.
And we've got some little friends that have just come to say hello.
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 Hope it's not the one they're selling at the market.
I don't know, they've crossed the road as well. They're all coming this way. I think we've got some food for them. Well, sorry, we haven't. So we've come to the end of our little Magaluf walk. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's a beautiful day, so we're going to enjoy the rest of it, but we're going to go off to Lloc Major. Thanks very much for watching.
And I'm going to go and get all my dry washing in.
See you the next one. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.